up, y'all? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome. I am Carly, and today we are diving into some shadowy stuff. I felt that it was in alignment with Scorpio season, and I thought it would be fun to dive into the cards of the major arcana that can represent and support us through shadow work. I also feel that this is aligned for anyone who's transitioning through a closing and ending or wanting to shut the doors on something that needs to end, that you can sense needs to end. This is also great if you're listening to this in real time as we move into the winter season where there is a lot more shadowy, dark work wanting to manifest. We're closing a year. We are moving through several seasons of the zodiac that are associated with cards in the major arcana that have to do with shadow work, and we are going to dive into that today. For me, shadow work could be described as working with the parts of myself that are hard to accept, to love, or even look at. It's places where there is shame or guilt or even cringe stored in my being. Recognizing these parts, becoming aware of these parts, learning to love these parts is where the work lies. Two very transformative ways that I have worked with the shadow self are through energy work and through work with the dark goddess Kali. I would consider working with Kali to be a specific form of energy work as opposed to separate from energy work. My very first mentor was a Reiki practitioner. She did so much more than just Reiki, but that is how we became acquainted with each other. She explained to me that practicing this kind of work is as if we're peeling back layers of an onion. There are layers to our subtle body, to our energy body, to our human experience. And there is only so much that we can see at any given time. When I am in session with someone, I am open to whatever they can work through in any given moment. Some sessions are extremely intense. They are profound. We really move some shit around. Other sessions are more subtle. And I believe with my whole heart, with my whole being, that we have to trust the process. There is only so much we can see, do, or heal at any given time. We do the work one layer at a time. And when we are complete, when a cycle has ended, when there is a softening and an opening, another layer is exposed. We can't skip steps here. It's slow, methodical work that we can trust, or we must learn how to trust. We can't have it all at once. We would likely lose it. Kali, the dark goddess, is one of my favorite ways to work with the shadow. I chose to introduce her into my practice at a time when I was very ready to close a chapter. It was time. I wanted to nail the coffin shut, so to speak. My experience with Kali can be compared to the devil card in the tarot as well as the tower. And honestly, it's hard to not see her in all of the cards that we're about to break down. She is the queen of the shadow. Kali work, or any energy work for that matter, shows you where you are still stuck in old ways of being, thinking, feeling, or intuiting that no longer serve you, that prevent you from growing. Kali work, or energy work for that matter, makes it uncomfortably obvious of where you must let go. It's as if suddenly someone turns the lights on, exposing an ugly truth that you can no longer avoid. There's literally no going back. When you know better, you do better. You can try, and you likely will, but you will find that you are holding on to something that no longer fits, period, end of story. And this brings me to our first card in the Shadow series, which is the Death card. The Death card is number 13 in the Major Arcana and represents the energy of Scorpio. Death is finite. It is an absolute ending. It does not discriminate. And if one thing is for certain, it's that she comes for us all, either in the end of our human existence or in a specific season of our life. When death shows up in a reading, something is done. It is completed. It is finished. And when we hold on for too long or try to bring something back to life, it's not the same. This makes me think of the Deathly Hallows in Harry Potter, when the one brother has the gift of resurrection, the resurrection stone, and he tries to resurrect his late wife, and the experience is not the same, so much so that it drives him to madness and eventually his demise. The problem that most of us face in situations where death is present is that we can't let go to allow something new to begin. And death is both a closing and an opening. We're afraid because we don't know what is next. We don't know what is on the other side. So it takes profound courage and trust and surrender to move forward, trusting what it is we don't know. Lately, this card has been funny to me because I feel like it comes up as drama, like the most drama. When we keep bringing attention to something that no longer needs to be given life, no longer needs our life force energy, our time, or our attention. And we tend to keep resurrecting something because it's something to do. It is a narrative or a story or shit talking that's just very comfortable. It's related to anger or discomfort. And this, to me, this drama is the lighter side of the death card. The devil is the next card we're talking about, and it is daunting. Again, I see this card as Kali in her most loving form. It took me a long time to get to the point where I could see Kali as loving and not something terrifying, because she literally reaches into the dark corners of every part of your being that is ready or time to be released and brings it to the surface, which the very first time I worked with her was uncomfortable. But at this point in my journey with her, my favorite and most comforting visualization is a very, very dark space. A space where I feel myself falling back or resting in a dark, very cozy hug. It's as if I'm being folded into dark wings, and I trust that she will show me the way forward. I trust that she will help me to let go of what is keeping me stuck. Remember, so often we can't put our finger on what that thing is, what we feel or sense as stagnation. We feel dumbfounded and we're not sure how to move forward. Enter the devil, enter Kali. These energies will show you. The devil in the major arcana represents Capricorn energy. When the devil shows up in a reading, I ask what it is that we feel enslaved to. Where do we feel we have no choice? What do we choose to be connected to or dedicated to? Where have we given away our ability to think and choose for ourselves? The devil can show up as addiction, as manipulation or stagnation, but in the darkest sense. The moon is the next card. This card represents Piscean energy in the major arcana. Pisces is so subtle, yet profound. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac year. She is this layer of awareness that penetrates everything. She is asking, what can we clean up? Where are there things hiding? Let's clean house before we embark on our next chapter. It's very uncomfortable because this energy has access to everything, all of it. So if you are feeling really, if you're really shoving something down deep, she will unearth it, shedding light on it, just like the full moon. This card is a softening, an opening to that which we can't see, but what must be seen. It's why the full moon is so damn uncomfortable sometimes. We're vulnerable. We are seeing ourselves and the people around us in an uncomfortable, less flattering light. And in this space, the invitation is to remain soft, supple, and loving, which is a very tall order. If we can stay soft in this uncomfortable energy, and if we can utilize practices that encourage us to stay open when we choose to contract, that is how we are able to let go. Not only let go, but receive the light that helps lead us forward, that shows us what is next. The last card we're talking about today is the card of Judgment, which represents Pluto in the major arcana. Pluto is a small but mighty player. Pluto is the energy of transformation. It is dark, but it is benevolent. When Judgment appears, it's a call to attention. There's no room for bullshit. It's a reckoning. Like, hey, you know what you have to do. Stop pussyfooting around. Stop pretending like you don't know better, because you do know better. There's no room for crying, for excuses, for poor behavior. You are better than this. You can't ignore this anymore. You are ready to up level. You are ready for the next chapter, and you can't take that thing with you. So put it down. Stop fucking around with the person you shouldn't be fucking around with. Quit the job. Catch yourself when you are replaying narratives that are outdated. It's time. And then I see the Judgment card being like, and I'll catch you at the next one. Love you so much. Throws up a peace sign and leaves. Like, drops a truth bomb and then pieces out. Because guess what? This is all cyclical. The Judgment card is number 20 in the major arcana, the last card before the World card. The world is both a closing and an opening. It's this beautiful place of completion in between, but we're never actually done. The cycle will inevitably start over again. We will encounter all of these energies again, and we will begin exploring that next layer. It's just the way of the soul of the human experience. This work is interesting, and as you can see, we're dealing with the energies of Scorpio, of Capricorn, of Pisces, of Pluto, all of these energies that we are about to embark on if you are listening to this in real time. So you can see how this shadowy element is very present as we begin to close this year, the zodiac year. We are coming into that last quarter. So what is coming up for you? How is this speaking to you? Pull out these cards. If one of these in particular really speaks to you, pull out these cards. Pick an oracle card to go with one. Pick another tarot card to go with one of these cards. See what kind of reading or layout you can come up with to support you through whatever shadowy aspect is very relevant right now. We work on this together weekly in the membership space with energy work with tarot. And I am also working on, I actually have a really fun reading coming out on the Substack, which does have quite a few of these cards present in it. It is called a tarot, it's like a little tarot tracks project. So it's songs that I turn into tarot spreads. And so far we have done the Life of a Showgirl album. We've done Opalite, and at the end of this week, Father Figure comes out, and I have other songs by other artists in mind moving forward. It's a lot of fun. It makes this experience a little different, a little more exciting. So join the membership for as little as $4 a month at kaylacost.com. Subscribe to the Substack for free. The link is in the show notes below. And subscribe to YouTube and Spotify. And as always, the most loving thing you can do for me, for this channel, for this community is to share this content with someone you love. I love you guys so much. Peace out. Catch you at the next one.